UFC 145. What's to say? You've seen the trailers, you've seen the commercials for UFC 145. You have Rashad Evans and John Jones. They're going with the theme, the storyline of the close brothers. The betrayer, which is John Jones, and Rashad Evans is upset, and it's sort of like they're following a theme, sort of like a storyline where two friends, closest brothers, not friends anymore, not close anymore, and the UFC has been playing that up. They've been hyping up this fight, but in reality, we all know what's going to happen. John Jones is going to beat Rashad Evans. And I know a lot of you out there is going to buy into it. A lot of you suckers out there think that this is going to be a great fight. Well, you're wrong. It's not going to be a great fight. Once again, the UFC is doing it to you guys again. You guys are buying into the 205 light heavyweight division. Just because that division has the big marquee names doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to put on the best fights. And I think a lot of people is going to start catching on. The little guys is where the fight and where the action is at. Okay, I'm not discrediting the light heavyweight division, but I'm telling you, I've seen these fights in the light heavyweight division be hyped so much, and nothing happens. You know, we bought into the hype of Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans. Nothing happened. You know, we bought into the hype of Rampage John Jones. Nothing exciting happened. So, you know, people keep buying into it as if it's going to be some great fight or whatever. John Jones, this is the thing about John Jones. I had another YouTube channel totally dedicated to MMA. It was called Daily MMA. I had a little intro music and everything, but I was totally locked out of that channel or whatever. I'm not able to go back to that channel, but on that channel I have videos talking about some of my prediction videos on that channel. I talk about John Jones almost being there, almost being the one. Well, I think it's safe to say is that he's there already. You know, when everyone thought this kid was all hype, that he was overrated. Okay, everyone thought that when they first saw this kid, and he was hyped to a certain degree, too much in my opinion, too early, right? But we just knew that Shogun was going to show this kid up. Shogun was going to put John Jones in his place. Wrong. John Jones smashed Shogun. You know, then we was just sure that that John Jones and Shogun was a perfect matchup for John Jones, and style-wise, that's why John Jones beat Shogun. But we knew that Rampage Jackson was going to put John Jones in his place, was going to straighten him out. We all knew and believed that Rampage Jackson had the power, and he had the wrestling ability to knock out John Jones or wrestle him to the ground. Wrong. John Jones basically embarrassed Rampage Jackson. In my opinion, retired him in that fight, because after that fight, I knew it, and I said it in my video on my old channel, Daily MMA. I said it, that he's not going to recover from that fight, and he didn't. And we just knew it when John Jones fought Machida. We knew it. So okay, now here you have a superior striker as in Machida, superior striker, a guy, great strategy, great head movement. Style-wise, he should have beat John Jones. Wrong. He smashed Machida. He totally smashed him. Okay, I know people say that Machida got to John Jones in the first round. Well, you have to look at it like this. John Jones always start off slow. His first rounds are not impressive at all. I mean, John Jones totally smashed Shogun, and John Jones' first round was terrible. If you watch that John Jones Shogun fight, you will see that John Jones missed about 80% of his strikes in the first round of John Jones Shogun fight. So John Jones is here. People just need to face up to it. The John Jones haters, you might as well just get ready to see this guy for a long time, because there's no one in that division that's even close to beating him. It's not, his reach, his athleticism is just too much. So Rashad Evans should just call Dana White and tell him right now, no, I don't want to fight John Jones. It doesn't make any sense fighting John Jones and getting hurt or getting injured or anything. Let me just drop down to 185 like he started to do before John Jones said that he will fight his friend Rashad Evans. Rashad Evans wanted to drop down to 185 and go against Silva and those guys at 185. I think he's going to do that. I mean, I don't know if he's going to do that or not, but he should. I don't see him beating John Jones one bit. You can't say that Rashad Evans is very athletic too, but he's not athletic to the degree of John Jones. John Jones' reach is just too much, and I don't think he can out-wrestle John Jones at all. I mean, the UFC really lucked out with John Jones when they got a great athlete like this guy, okay? John Jones, see, this is the thing about MMA right now. MMA is still, people are still finding out and learning about MMA. If John Jones would have had a history, with his athleticism, a true history of teaching and learning, not teaching, but learning martial arts as a young child and as a teenager, this guy could have been phenomenal. I mean, he could have been even more of a beast, okay? If he could have had those years of jiu-jitsu and those years of striking, and I know a lot of people out here is going to believe, well, John Jones striking is great. No, it's not, okay? John Jones striking is decent for an MMA fighter, okay? If you think that John Jones striking is great, I want you to look at a fighter called Michael Venom Page, okay? He's a UK MMA fighter, okay? Michael Venom Page. This guy is a phenomenal striker. This guy is in the UFC right now that is, technically speaking, is far superior in striking to John Jones. But John Jones is so athletic, his reach is so long and great, that he can basically overcome all those obstacles just with pure athleticism. That's crazy. And and the thing about it, I'm not even 100% sure that John Jones is an elite athlete. I know he's a good athlete, but if the UFC can start pulling in those kind of athletes you have in the UFC, in the NFL and in the NBA, my goodness, you're gonna really see the sport take off. You'll really see better finishes. But the young kids that's growing up now have to understand that wrestling is a great sport, and I understand that, and it builds discipline or whatever. But you have to understand, beyond amateur wrestling, there's nothing for wrestlers beyond that. That's why you have so many wrestlers going into MMA. So I hope a lot of young people that's coming up and a lot of older people and their kids that like MMA and their kids are wrestlers, have them apply for a striking class, a karate class, a boxing class, a Muay Thai class, or a jiu-jitsu class. Build those kids' talents up just beyond wrestling, so by the time they get older in wrestling, there's nothing else in wrestling that they can go on into MMA. Well, that's my video. I picked John Jones for the win. I'm not calling a certain round. Well, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go pick a round anyway. I said maybe the third round of submission. John Jones, the win. I do hope Rashad Evans do something exciting. I hope he shock us. But the only way I see Rashad Evans winning this fight is by a miracle knockout punch and catching John Jones with something. Beyond that, Rashad Evans is toast. That's my video. Thank you for listening. If you like it, keep coming back. I will be making more. Peace.